you just have to trust the process, trust that your coaches are going to find a scholarship for you, and that trust that you've done enough to put on film and in the classroom to earn yourself a scholarship. So towards at the end of the season of the 2014 season, I had graduated. I have my associate's degree in liberal arts, which I have no idea what that is. I just had to get an associate's degree, and that was the cheapest one that I could get in order for me to transfer to the next school. So I've graduated. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go have that walk because I left before my visa expired, and so I left the country before I got to enjoy the graduation process. But yeah, so I've had a few phone calls from a few coaches, different levels, NAIA Division 2s. I had an offer from a Division 2 school in East Central Oklahoma, but they could only offer me a partial scholarship, and at that time I didn't have no more money. Like, I couldn't ask my family for any more money to support me because they've already invested a lot during my JuCo process. And so I knew, look, I couldn't take anything less than a full scholarship. So I had to keep working, keep waiting, and seeing what opportunities could come through. At the time, I was still being proactive. I wasn't just relying on my coaches. I was emailing Division 1 schools, hoping to hear something back. So I remember I messaged hundreds of schools and didn't hear anything. The only school I heard back from was Stony Brook, which is a Division 1 school out near New York, I believe. And I remember the coach, it was actually in California recruiting, and he emailed me back and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna come in and meet you and let's go from there." So there was interest he was an offensive coordinator at Stony Brook, and there was interest in me coming over. He liked my film, and it looked like a good opportunity for me. But shout out to that coach, because he kept it 100 with me. A few weeks later, he just kept it real and said, "Look, our head coach is signing a bounce back." So a bounce back is someone coming from another Division 1 program or Division 1 school. So they went with him instead of me. So it was a bit tough knowing that I was so close to getting a Div 1 scholarship. But things don't really work out. And then also I had another opportunity at University of Idaho. So the coach out there, he was a Polynesian coach, and it was good to kind of relate, because I thought this was a perfect situation for me, because you have a Polynesian coach teaching tight end. He played in the NFL, and I just thought this was the place, this was meant to be. So I had one of their other coaches come meet with me and met my auntie, and so we're just waiting on the transcripts. So sent over my transcripts before I was able to come out for a visit to this school, and I'm getting really excited. I'm like, look, this is what I've been working towards. This is going to happen. I just felt like it was going to happen, and I was just waiting on my transcripts. So I was waiting for my transcripts to get cleared. So all my classes were cleared except one of my English classes. So their English department pretty much told me and said that because I went to 2 different junior colleges, one of my English classes was too much alike to my other English class at Cerritos College. So these 2 classes didn't transfer to their school. So because of that, that's pretty much the reason why we couldn't go forward and go on the visit to Idaho and progress with the scholarship, because my English classes didn't transfer over, and it was tough. It was heartbreaking knowing that I was so close to earning a scholarship, and time was ticking. And I think at that time I was only a couple weeks out from leaving America, and I had to come back home. So yeah, it was rough being so close to achieving your goals and dreams, and knowing that you're leaving a country without being signed. I knew once I left the country that I wouldn't be coming back. So coming back home was probably like one of the hardest things to do. 3 years, and I'm falling short of achieving my goals. I felt like I let myself down. I felt like I let my family down because they supported me so much financially to be there, and to come out of it with nothing. I had an associate's degree, but at the time, man, I didn't know. I still don't know what it's for, but like, it was tough. It took me a long time to get my mind right after that, because I was just heartbroken. It had my dreams crushed, and I had other things going on too that made things worse. I actually fell in love during that time. I fell in love for the first time, which was good. But then I had my heart broken with her too, at the same time of my dreams, like lifelong dreams, being crushed too. So it was like double the heartbreak at the same time. And I just thought, well, like, man, it can't get any worse. But it was tough. And it took a long time. It took a long time for me to get back to being myself, being that positive person. I look back now and I can appreciate what I did, because no one had ever done it before. There's very few people have come from my position to do that, and I'm proud of myself because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to expect, but I just told myself that I'm gonna go to America and I'm gonna play American football there, and I did it. I didn't achieve my goals that I wanted to, but just getting there and trying means a lot more than not trying, because that's something that I can't regret. I'll never regret. If I stayed and never went after my dreams, then I would always regret that. But I'm proud of myself because I did something that most people aren't brave enough to do, and it's also led me in a better direction where I can help the next generation of guys, learning from my mistakes to push them to achieve a lot more than I've achieved. And yeah, so this is the end of my JuCo journey. There's a lot of other things I didn't talk about, a lot of good memories, some more bad memories, but this was like the main gist of things, the main memories and adversity and struggles that I had to go through. So I hope that this does shed some light on the pathway of junior college in California, and there are a lot more better pathways for these generation of kids coming through. So I hope that I'm able to help the next guys coming through, because there's a lot of talent here. And yeah, shout out your boy LT. Let's go.